fishing across the river when I noticed a little boy at the edge of the water with his iPad and nobody watching him. His mom was sitting 5 feet behind him on a blanket, earbuds in, scrolling on TikTok. The kid looked about 20 feet past them was a bridge where the water got fast and deep. I cupped my hands around my mouth and yelled, "Hey!" across the river, but she didn't even look up. Then the boy leaned forward and the iPad slipped right out of his hands into the water. I set my rod down on the bank. I knew this wasn't going to end well. The boy jumped in after it. I yelled, "Ma'am, your son is in the water," as loud as I could, but she didn't move. She just sat there scrolling. The boy's head popped up 10 feet from where he fell, crying and splashing, his arms slapping the water. He went under again and came back up further down. I ran into the river. The cold hit my chest and knocked the air out of my lungs. I pushed off the bottom and started swimming. His head dipped under a third time and stayed under longer. I kicked harder. When he came back up, I was close enough to see his face. His eyes were starting to close. I reached out and missed him by a few inches, the water pulling him just past my fingers. The bridge was right behind his head now. I took one more stroke and got a hand on the back of his shirt. The river tried to take us both, and for a second I thought it would. I kicked off the bottom and dragged us sideways out of the current, coughing up water, the boy crying into my shoulder. I carried him to the shore and walked up to her. She finally looked up, saw a soaking stranger holding her son, and started screaming, "My baby! My baby! He's trying to take my baby!" She hadn't heard me scream across the river, but suddenly she found her voice. I called 911. The cops showed up and she was still screaming when they put the cuffs on her. A CPS worker showed up a few minutes later and lifted the boy out of my arms. As they walked the mom to the cruiser, her phone still in her hand, I lifted my middle finger and yelled, "You can tick on this."